this group is crazy.
This group is crazy.
Is insane. You're gonna have to do maths on top of just watching these matches, and even that might not be enough because again, you cannot predict the outcomes. It could be 2-1, it could be 2-0, it could be maybe it could be 3-0. No,
that can't be.
Actual
I don't know why I agreed with you initially when you said that until I realized wait, that's not right.
Yeah. This is the actual group of death, and honestly, we can never know what's it gonna look like now.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're gonna go into the drafting phase with ONIC Esports on to first pick and RRQ Hoshi on second pick. So far, no signs of Yves ban.
Yeah, I like this Hayabusa Prio ban for RRQ Hoshi and ONIC Esports. Taking out the Joy and Alpha means that's an easy Suyo first pick for them. Or they could also still surprise and first pick that Eve as well. But you can see exactly what we were talking about for ONIC. They don't want to go up against that poke so much. They take away the Granger. And Alpha's so good against dive compositions.
Yeah, so here, both teams can actually ignore the Juicin, right? Because for ONIC Esports, they want to pick up the Yves. I think they want RRQ to go for the Juicin. And for RRQ, they're like, no, you go Juicin. I want a Yves. So maybe Cascade was right, you know? Juicin up in the air. Why are teams banning that pick?
Gotta say though, it was Fuse Juicin that, you know, messed them up.
It's back to the RRQ Hoshi thing again, because they actually banned for it.
Wait,
okay.
They banned the Yves.
So they gave the Juicin.
They give the Juicin, and then what? Farsa?
Farsa is available. Valentina is available.
But this is where it's interesting because you don't know if you're gonna go Juicin or Suyo. If you go Juicin, then the Suyo is definitely gonna come up for RQ. And then what's up for Kyrie? Nolan was what he went for previously.
Do they want the Moskov just so that they can solidify the Moskov 4 toy?
I think so. Yeah, I think they go Moskov, and then I think Phobia's here, right? Because
yes.
But then it'll be
100%.
very risky because then RQ will just double down on the jungle bans again. What other junglers? Nolan gets banned out, and then that's it.
Well,
in terms of meta
1,
picks,
2, 3, 4.
what Lance Ling? They banned the Ling.
No way. At that point, it's way too difficult. They already got the best jungle options are off the board. It's not like Kyrie's gonna play like a Lucas jungle.
Huh?
You know?
Huh?
I mean, right up with the juice in it. They'll have to cheer for got to catch at one point. My brain.
Both these teams are going really crazy here. It really feels like it's just respect. They don't go for the Moskov or the Phobias. It's Nolan Joy.
Yeah. So it's time to go for a little bit more dive because they're banking on the idea that the mid laner here for RRQ Hoshi will be easily caught out by a Jawhead. Because if this is a Valentina, that's already a target to catch. If this is a backline focused mage, then the Jawhead will be able to use the unstoppable force to break a formation.
What about Lucas here, right? There's no Phobias there. There's no... Okay, they go Mathilda. I thought they were going to go Lucas and then ban out the Phobias CC and just have Phobias... Or sorry, have Lucas go dive in hard.
Yeah. I mean, they can still bring in the Phobias at this point. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Phobias.
technically they can. Right side first pick.
Right side first pick. I don't like playing Phobias when I'm up against something like a Juicin and a Nolan.
You have a Mathilda though.
True, it should provide the Phobias a little bit more survivability.
It feels as though that mobility might be the name of the game for RRQ Hoshi just because of the Jawhead plus Juicin combination. That's kind of scary to me.
You know, there was one pick that, if I'm not mistaken, I can't recall if it was EVOS or RRQ Hoshi when we got to speak with a coach. Because right before we were talking about how Indonesian teams aren't really a big fan of the Edith. But one of those two coaches mentioned Edith, and if you put the Edith in the hands of RRQ Hoshi, yeah, you're a little bit magic damage focused, but then you end up with someone that you cannot toss if you are a Jawhead. And usually with if it's the Edith getting the vision, if you throw the Edith, you're just easily gonna bring out his her ultimate, which is not gonna be good news for you, because that's gonna instantly be a full stack Edith that you have to deal with, and RRQ Hoshi will be able to respond.
There you go.
There we go.
But they go Lucas. Okay.
So he just comes in a bit late, and actually, RRQ have technically forced ONIC to ban out the Phobias. That means like without the counter pick. Do you go CC? Is it too squishy though? And again, for the CC, there's sustain now. So usually CC against Lucas, you're able to just beat out the sustain of the Lucas.
Yeah.
But now what about a Lucas plus Mathilda?
Yeah, it's might be actually be tough here for a CC. A little bit too squishy. I'd like to see them even consider As much as I don't like it, high loss EXP would be okay. They just need something stable, you know, something with revitalize as well.
I guess
That can just allow them to hold.
At this point in time, I think it will only make sense for them to not look too much into the matchup against Lucas and just look at the overall team strategy.
They go Aerithel too. That is the safest choice right now. No Moskov, no Bruno. They could have gone for something like a Claude against the Harith if it's just pure laning, but then you would have trouble against the other three. So yeah, I think Aerithel is the best choice here. For RRQ though, to close things off, against the Aerithel and having this crazy front line already, do they still want to go Farsa? It's long range burst and they are a dive. They have enough offense to throw ONIC away from Farsa?
Yeah, and I think that might supplement the Lucas a little bit better. Vexana could be okay.
Oh, they take it away from ONIC?
Okay, so they
From
go...
Textbook?
Yeah, they put down a big AoE field of crowd control. So this is the more conservative route. Because they already have hella magic damage from the Harith and the Burst. Even Matilda has a fair amount of magic damage dished out as well.
And just more CC.
Yeah, just
And
play
it's more
within the
crowd
summon
control,
force
yeah.
as well.
Exactly, the crowd control.
This is looking to be a pretty fun game. RRQ Hoshi have got quite a lineup. While in the meantime, ONIC Esports, I think that there's definitely a little bit of I think question mark, at least from my side. How exactly are they gonna play around with this? Because RRQ Hoshi, boy, the team fight potential is definitely huge. ONIC Esports versus RRQ Hoshi, Kingdoms against Kingdoms, and this is where we are going to be hoping that the Fallen King will be able to find their way to reclaim their throne all over again. Here, back again, Land of Dawn, final match of the series of the group stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to witness the end.
Another battle for the knockout stage, for playoffs in Snapdragon Pro Series. Here it is, the Royal Derby from MPL ID makes its way to the international stage. ONIC ID versus RRQ Hoshi.
We made a big deal about ONIC Esports wanting to play into the close range, a little bit more towards that, and that's exactly what they drafted. They want to get up close and personal. But instead of RRQ Hoshi leveraging that thought and wanting to go for range, they said, you know what, let's just meet up and see which one can knock out the other first.
Yeah, I mean, based on the draft here, I do want to say, ONIC have always taken a very ONIC route to the drafts. Like, they have their own style of play, you know? Nolan coming in here over picking up the Moscow Phobias. They're also very unpredictable.
Yeah.
You expect Moscow Phobias, they've been winning with Moscow Phobias, and they're like, no, what the hell are you talking about?
To be fair, I think they also acknowledge what we realized in the draft, that if they don't pick up their jungler in the first phase, it might get all banned out. Because if that Nolan was taken away, what's Kyrie going to get stuck with? An old school Julian? That's not going to fare well.
Yeah, we've seen the Julian from Demon Kite, from Aurora. Those were from the losing games, though, so I don't think you want to copy that. But for you guys, scan the QR code, tap your screen 2 times to rewind. There are tickets for sale for the Masters, Mobile Masters, and it's only 10,000 IDR.
Yeah.
Not even $1.
It's so cool. That's our first Masters event. Oh, a trade already.
Yeah,
Okay.
bit of a...
Yeah, just both junglers poking each other down. So we're looking at how Kibo and Edog will be able to get comfortably into position because their respective mid laners are actually good partners for them. That I think it's just going to be a lot of roamers getting brought down relatively low before things happen.
Power Spike for the ultimate for Suns. Now Dyron, Papa the Beast, Ludpi. Still in the midst of it all. Crimson Beacon now gets stunned up. Forced to flicker out. Frigid Glacier comes down. Ludpi still able to pop and revitalize. Now it's Kai from the side. Red Tree win. And Sutsujin is caught in the bad spot. Still able to dash away. And it's only Ludpi who is traded in. Edok tries his best to get in there, but will be forced to move away.
Good reposition by the Lantern Flare by Sans, actually taking Dyren out.
Whoa!
What? He fought Susujin. He just went into the jungle.
He almost killed Edok too.
Yeah, could have been a double for him, but he committed the flicker to do it. But hella worth it at this point. That's the start you want of your ONIC, especially with Kyrie on this Nolan. That should supplement Snowball. If ever RRQ Hoshi mess up the next fight, it's not going to be a good start for them.
And you know, a fun fact about the Nolan is you actually clear faster than the Suyo. So if you're looking to snowball in the early game, this is the pick that has been very underrated, but it's amazing at looking for snowballs, especially if you have a Jawhead. That's a crazy combo, right?
Yeah.
Physical defense shred into the Nolan burst. Rins with the flicker, Suns, Crimson Beacon.
And I like how Keyboy didn't need to throw Sans back, but he still did it just for safety.
It's a formality.
Yeah, it's a formality. It's like, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna keep you safe, man. So what ONIC Esports has done is they've already taken their conditions, as we were talking about, for an early game snowball for the Nolan. They took down Sutsujin early, and Keyboy was able to get the kill for himself, while Kyrie also got the turtle. So far, it's all good for ONIC Esports. That's why you're seeing RRQ Hoshi being a little bit more aggressive with Dyron's rotations, trying to see if they can trade something. Speaking of trading, though, in the bottom lane, that is Toy doing well against Severo.
Toy on the Harith. Once you get level 4, you get that book and the Azure Blade, it's enough for you to constantly get the instant reset. You don't have that 1 second cooldown on skill 2 anymore. So for Toy, you had level 4, it's basic. Oh, Keyboy actually is the one to take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you hit level 4 and you have those items, it means you're going to win in every all-in. For ONIC, Severo needs to wait for someone to help him.
Toy just needs to watch out for that jaw head. Haskell's already built up by Severo. Better positioning here slightly for ONIC Esports, especially with Sans zoning out. Let's see if RRQ Hoshi can take this away from him. Okay.
Queller, use the Suns. 2-level lead already
Good
for Kyrie. Now Glorious Pathway plays down. Frigid Glacier stunning Ludwig down as well, but Kyrie is still able to get the kill on Sutsujin. Claims the retreat for free, gets out clean. Dyron chasing him down, but still the back line is completely taken out by Severo. Heavy crossbow damage, and now Kyrie comes back in to feast on these players. Dyron still trying to zone Kyrie away here, goes back in. Ludwig survives!
He still stays alive. Dyron, instead of sticking around and trying to just whittle him down with basic attacks, decided to use the guiding wind to get on out of there. He was respecting what Keyboy could have possibly done to him. ONIC Esports ended up in a matchup where it is RRQ Hoshi wanting to dance with them with these skirmishes and team fights, close range, mid range only. And RRQ Hoshi are suffering while ONIC are so happy.
They don't want to give Sutsujin farm at all. Edok!
What?
A wild dive from Edok, an uncharacteristic mistake from the man you would trust in RRQ.
We're seeing a little bit of a tilt-teasy happening right now for RRQ Hoshi.
Tilt-teasy.
Yeah, gotta slow things down a little bit. Wow, okay, Severo, I think he also got caught, Edok, because he used the jump from the heavy crossbow to jump under the turret, and Edok just had no way to escape.
So, Keyboy caught up position. They baited Zaman Force already, though Darren goes in for the stun, but Ludwig's there always. Yo, count Ludwig as a second roamer. He has not taken any minions since, what, the second turtle?
Yep. Midnight and I have had this thing for SPS so far where there's been a bad track record of glorious pathways and high loss for SPS this season. Ludwig is showing a great example of how to properly utilize the glorious pathway, especially with the last turtle fight, that cut, and then the cut to eventually led to Edok overstepping in the bottom lane. So far, so good for the young EXP laner.
And Kyrie is doing it again on the Nolan. He did this against Albert, 3-level lead. He was able to extend it to a 4-level lead, and currently he's standing at a 3-level lead, but Sutsujin is catching back up, now back down to 2. But Turtle, this will definitely put Kyrie at a very, very comfortable amount of that 3-level again. Now 12-9, and they want to take the purple away, and there's just too much pressure. RRQ cannot go for that, and Toy forced to use the Purify. Edok, oh, it's an all-in from Sans. Crimson Peak and Severo caught in the bad spot, gets taken out. Now the freeze to Ludwig, no revitalize here. Still able to sustain somehow. Keyboy gets the ejector, the glowing wand, take down below. Ludwig is still surviving. Kai diving deep into enemy lines, gets the kill on Rins and makes it even on the board.
Keyboy German suplex his own teammate to safety. Ludwig gets away. I really thought the burn would get him, but he survives. Oh, okay, Edok. Okay, you're fine.
Dashes.
Kyrie, he's waiting.
Fracture assassination again from Kyrie. The fracture not connecting, but hey, it's a win.
Everything hitting right now for ONIC Esports. They're countering the counters of RRQ Hoshi. And Kyrie has been on point with the entries and the timings. He knows he has a considerable lead against Sutsujin, 2 levels. And now it could be even more.
That's an assassination. Kyrie is unstoppable. Recall! What? That is not a sight we are used to seeing from this man.
He knows. He knows he's in the lead. He knows he's in control, and that Sutsujin will have to work so hard to climb back to a comfortable spot in terms of the farm. Kyrie isn't even near Susujin's purple buff, and ONIC Esports wants to contest it for him.
Did Kyrie and Sans, swap phones? I don't think Kyrie is a recaller,
Yeah, to be fair, Sans is spending a lot of time holding lantern flare, so he can't spam recall.
Maybe he's doing it for him.
Yeah, he's doing it for him, exactly. That's chemistry,
How I've missed, by the way, to just yell out Kai.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to finish it off. I just heard you, Kai. When are you gonna dish out the re?
We'll see if they make it to playoffs first. Like maybe we're saving the over in knockouts.
Why is it squeakier now?
Every time I say it, it has to be higher.
Okay. Let's see. Are you? Okay.
Oh, what? Flicker forward from Rince too, and now Sutsujin diving to his demise. The Crimson Beacon Lancer for the Rince has no flicker. It's a full dive now for the side of ONIC. Kyrie jumping in again, getting the fracture, and in the midst of it all gets a double kill. Even with the beast form, it's a triple for Kyrie. Toy running away. Kyrie not given the Maniac, but Savero will be the one to wipe RRQ out. Kyrie got went for the Maniac, he gets shut down by Tyron. But ONIC, that was a big win.
Consolation kill at that point. Sutsujin going in, trying to get that stun was a surprising moment, and that eventually led to the collapse of RRQ Hoshi as ONIC Esports just caught everyone in the glorious pathway, forced flickers out early, and RRQ Hoshi could just stand there and try and fight, but at that point the lead is too much, the damage is too much. Dare I say, that felt like a tilted charge forward by Sutsujin.
That was a very desperate move because it was miscoordinated not just by Sutsujin, but by Rins too. Sutsujin starts with a purge, and then and then Rins flickers forward. That made Sutsujin think, oh wait, we're still going despite the miss?
Yeah. RRQ Hoshi really needs to find a way to slow things down here. If not, it's hard for them to slow down ONIC Esports, but they themselves need to slow themselves down. Keyboy though might find someone. Okay, good thing they were able to check the skills and read his position there. But ONIC know they're in control right now. They're slow pushing, the Lords left alone. They're trying to draw RRQ Hoshi's attention to the middle of the map. Eventually, they'll have to take care of the push up top. And Kyrie finds Rins!
Signature Kyrie out of nowhere finding Rins, knowing he doesn't have flicker, he doesn't have that passive, no Pride of Ice. Guiding Wind to bring them back as again, Glorious Pathway gets placed down. Some on-force 2 from Toy to defend. The base turret will stay alive, but the fact that Rins was taken down, and the fact that for ONIC, they were able to already get the Holy Defense and the base turret that low with the First Lord, means that it's again a big win. ONIC will continue with the siege. It will not stop with just the base turret being low. They will go into the mid lane, up top as well, and take all of the tier 2s left in this game.
Keyboy and Sans, as long as they control the center of the map, ONIC Esports will play comfortably. Unfortunately, RRQ Hoshi were not able to put Keyboy and Sans in an uncomfortable spot. Pretty sure Sans' phone, his device now has a deep dent where his thumb is for the lantern flare. It looks like every time we see Sans, he's just holding on to that ability, while Keyboy is providing the perfect zone and info for the juice in.
It's just a suffocation at this point, right? Like, you cannot breathe if you're RRQ. You walk up, you try to get minions. It's not gonna happen. It's frozen everywhere. And it's not like you have a diversion to make these crazy plays happen. It's an Aurora.
Yeah.
It's a Lucas. It's very upfront. Your engage, your play style, you have to win that early game. You have to win these neutral objective fights. Sutsujin goes in for the stun. But again, it's on Sans now.
Oh, no.
The burst from Kyrie gets Dyron. That was the frontliner that we were concerned might not die with the help of a Matilda.
I am a toxic EXP laner. At that point, I am telling Sutsujin, bro, come on, man, you baited me. Like, I went in because you went in first. We have this term in Filipino, we call it damay. And damay means pretty much that I got harmed because of something you did. Hopefully Dyron isn't blaming Sutsujin, though.
What's the other one? What's the Asar?
Asar is like, that's annoying.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's like too annoying. Man, this is tough. RRQ Hoshi, they're suffocated, frozen, tangled, and for resources, all they want is Moana. It'll take a Herculean task for them to come back. You have to look at the reflection like Mulan, see what they can do.
Man. I want to make another Disney reference, but I don't think mine is broadcast double.
Oh.
But it's okay, you know, for RRQ Hoshi. I wonder if... What's the strategy now? Like, they want to make a big play happen, but I think it's just... ONIC are too elusive. They have so many ways to escape. A blink, actually 2 blinks for Sans, Flicker, and Crimson Beacon.
Yeah, and unfortunately, one of the saddest facts is...
Wishing Lantern.
Okay, the item of Juice In that she's been holding on to this whole time. Finally, Sans has it in his hands. Glorious Pathway, this could be it.
Yeah, Glorious Pathway down to slow the members down. Sabero has been hitting onto the base turret, unable to get the turret just yet. Another wave up top will be dealt with, but the Lord will get the turret down below. There is no doubt about it. 1 charge, and it is down. 1 base turret down. Fortunately for RRQ Hoshi, it's not the far lane, so they can still hold and play inside of their base.
Unfortunate for RRQ Hoshi, they need a big moment, but they are in this situation because they overextended their attempts.
Oh, Sans dives deep. No, Savero's not even able to see with the heavy crossbow. Tyrant going in deep. Kyrie gets the assassination down up inside the base. Sans, he was the one to Crimson Beacon forward. He flickered forward, yet he stayed alive, full HP. It almost looked like he didn't do anything.
The Matilda and the Lucas were the ones that dove in. It was Sans who stopped what could have been an RRQ Hoshi response to try and help out
Keyboy.
Those who tried to look for Savero.
Flicker out. The ejector flicker not connecting. Keyboy will fall, but Toy has just been forced outside of Zaman towards the stun there with a poke. Sutsujin able to run away, but ONIC are not concerned with just these members. They want the base, and they will take it. That is a 1-0 lead to ONIC Esports.
ONIC Esports, they never, ever stop.